Hey, what's going on guys? My name is Silent Core and it is my absolute pleasure to present you guys with some of my own Battlefield 1 gameplay that I was able to record at EA Play this year. In this video I'm going to be going through all 4 classes, all of the weapons, the gadgets, the grenades, the melee weapons that have been available in Battlefield 1 so far. Now obviously this is a pre-alpha version of the game and things are subject to change, but this is likely what we're going to be having available in the upcoming beta. So if you want to be extra prepared for that, I'm going to be going over everything we got to play with. First up, let's get into the first of the 4 classes. This is the Assault class. We had 3 different guns available, all of which were submachine guns. There was the Model 10A, MP18, the Automatico M1918, and then there was another 10 weapon slots below this class that were locked. For pistols, we got to use the M1911, the P08, and there's also 6 other locked slots which we can assume are 6 other confirmed pistols for the full version of the game. These pistols were also consistent through all 4 classes. Each class obviously has its specific gadgets. The Assault gadgets were an anti-tank grenade. These things were really awesome at disabling tanks, especially if you had a few people throwing them at once. You can take out tanks quite quickly, or even using them as just grenades to clear out buildings. They can be really effective. The Assault can also use the AT rocket gun, which is required to be fixed to the ground before you can actually shoot it, but it can be used to quickly disable vehicles as well. There was also another 2 locked gadget slots. Now as you can see, we had the ability to run with 2 gadgets at once. All of the grenades in Battlefield 1 were actually available in this build, which was great. They're going to be the same for each class, so I'm going to quickly go through the ones we had. There's the standard frag grenade, the gas grenade. That one was actually quite effective at clearing buildings or holding down an entrance. The gas seemed to linger for quite a long time, hurting anyone that went through it. There's the impact grenade, which obviously blows up on contact. The incendiary grenade, that will spread fire in an area. A mini grenade with a longer throw distance but a smaller damage radius. A smoke grenade, and also a light anti-tank grenade. As for melee weapons, these were also the same throughout all 4 classes. We only had the hatchet and the shovel to play with, but there's going to be 5 more locked melee weapons to be confirmed in the final version of the game. Each melee weapon actually has its own pros and cons with their damage, speed, kill zone, and then extras that you can see at the top right as I hover over them. The next class is the Medic. We had 3 semi-automatic weapons to use as the Medic, and again, 10 more locked weapon slots below that. We had the Cell Rigotti, the M1907, and the Mondragon. The medic specific gadgets were the medical syringe to revive down teammates, and the bandage pouch that, you throw down and can heal a single soldier to full health while on the move. Moving on to the support class, now this one had very powerful LMG guns. These guns were actually really effective, and when I was playing I used them quite a lot. So the 3 we had available were the Lewis gun, the Bennett Mercy, the Madison MG, and then again 10 more locked slots below this. The support gadgets were the tripwire bomb, and this one was actually really hard to spot. I got killed by this quite a few times. It just seemed to blend in quite well with the gritty ground, so I ran into them quite regularly. And of course the ammo crate that you can throw down to resupply teammates. And on to the last class, which is the Scout. This one was actually a lot of fun to use as well. They obviously have the bolt action rifles. So we had the Russian 1895, the Gür 98, and the SMLE MK3. I think that's how you pronounce that. And this class again had 10 more locked slots below it. So if we take a look at this Scout's gadgets, we've got first of all the flare gun. This shoots a projectile that reveals enemies in the vicinity of it. I actually didn't really use this one a lot. I wasn't aware of what it actually did until I went through the menu after actually playing with it. Another gadget was K-bullets, and this makes primary weapon fire into armor-piercing bullets, which are best used at close range, and also notes here with multiple shooters is most effective. So there you go guys, that is everything I know so far about the weapons and the gadgets and the classes in Battlefield 1. I've got a ton of Battlefield 1 gameplay we've got to play and record like pretty much all day, so I've got so much gameplay stored up. If you want to see anything specific, let me know in the comments and I can put that into a video and show you. And if you haven't already registered for the Battlefield 1 beta, I made a whole video on how to do that, so I'll put a link on screen if you guys want to check that out. If you guys could take a few seconds to leave the video a like and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. It really helps out the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.